Many people complain that they can't cook because they don't have a good enough kitchen, but Iskender Asej, the nomadic chef of Radio African Kitchen, is running a gourmet dinner experience twice a week at Coffee Bar, sometimes with only the use of a one-burner, glorified hot plate. Iskender's nomadic restaurant, which uses the spaces at cafes once they are closed for the evening, is named for when he was a child in Ethiopia, and the only thing to do for entertainment was sit around the radio listening to music and eating roasted garbanzo beans. The food that Iskender masterfully cooks up is a mix of Ethiopian spices, breezy Mediterranean recipes, and fresh California produce, much of which is grown in Iskender's organic backyard garden in the Mission District. Each week the menu changes, since the chef believes in cooking with only ingredients that are in season, and since we are in the tail end of summer, the selection of dishes I was lucky enough to sample included accents like heirloom tomatoes and local fish. We started with a creamy edamame and garbanzo hummus, accompanied with rustic tartine bread and a glass of 2001 Riesling. The olive oil content in the creamy bean spread was visibly high, which made the Spanish blood in my veins bubble with delight. Next came Moroccan shrimp smothered in cinnamon and cardamom chutney, a combination of spices with seafood that may sound strange, but which was actually quite delicious. The shrimp also shared a plate with seared chunks of tuna sprinkled with sweet corn, avocado, and radishes. For my main dish, I had halibut wrapped in a grape leaf and a couscous-stuffed squash blossom, surrounded by a warm green bean salad that was so buttery and fresh. My guests ordered a barley risotto immersed in an Ethiopian stew called wat that was spiced to perfection and topped with pungent manchego cheese. After dinner, I went into the kitchen to see if I could finagle a few words out of the chef about his progressive culinary venture. How did you get the idea for a nomadic restaurant?
How did I get the idea? Because for years I've been wanting to open a restaurant, and then also for years nobody has done a sort of like a community style, get together. Mm-hmm. So about 4.5 years ago, I started in my backyard, in my studio.
In your backyard?
Yeah, every other Thursday, a few friends and friends of their friends getting together, about 15, 20 people, and then after a year it caught a fire, and then some other people asked me from cafes, why don't you do occasional dinners here, blah, blah, I said, wow, I didn't think about it, why don't we try it? We tried it was a success, here we are.
As I left the kitchen, Iskender insisted I have a little dessert, so to top it all off, a dish of organic ice cream and berries ended the evening on a sweet note. This is Ariel Soto for the SF Bay Guardian.